Morning, guys. Jenna here. I would like to come on here and do a little read. However, this one does have a channeled piece to it, and I want to say it's like not for everybody, but at the same time, like it is. Okay. The main channeled message here is at a certain point, you have to look at your impact or your ripple effect on the world. And I mean this in the kindest way possible. Um, that sometimes we can have the best intentions and we can still end up upsetting or hurting other people, right? And it's like at a certain point, you have to look at your life and look at your history and your patterns and the collective of everybody's lives that you've touched your entire life. And what impact have you had on people? Was it good? Was it bad? I guarantee it's going to be a mixed bag of marbles. We all have those lessons to go through, right? However, we want to aim to have our impact and our ripple effect be good out into the world overall, leaning towards the good, not towards the bad. So if you're reflecting back and you were like, wow, maybe I have this intention to help people, but really I'm just fucking people up along the way, type whatever, right? This is something that I think needs more attention in the healing community because there's a lot of people out there that just push information without actually having done the soul work themselves. And when their guidance lacks structure and stability and soul knowing, like that guidance maybe isn't the best guidance to follow. Like some people might be out here literally just repeating your same mistakes, your same ripple effects, right? So it's very important to understand the impact you have on the world. And one of the things that's being highlighted for me, so I don't know if you guys can hear it playing in the background or not, but I'm listening to some Sophia code, rose frequency, something, something. And it makes me think of Sophia, right? And a lot of you guys might not be very familiar with this. And to tell you the truth, I'm not even like 100% like know the story full and through. But basically, we're talking God level creation stories here. So Sophia was the original source code, God, creator, frequency, so on and so forth. And there was something that happened, and there was a demiurge that was born out of it, right? And that is what turned into the Abrahamic God that everybody knows and loves today, right? But really, there's something a little convoluted in that, right? And those who have had the honor of knowing source at its source knows um, that it's all love. Like, it's all love. That's what it boils down to. When it starts getting very convoluted and like, we must throw some haste onto the world to teach them lessons and no. No. Okay. However, does that loving God who is trying to guide his people through a hand of discipline, is it wrong? Does he mean wrong? No, he means well. Has it created pain and ripples through the collective that needs to be healed? Yes. So here I am at my original point. What is the impact you're having out into this world? Okay. Because sometimes, you guys hear the noise outside? I don't know if you can because I have my noise canceling microphone on. So we've got 5 of Swords at the very bottom of the deck. And then we also have the High Priestess. We've got King of Coins, 8 of Coins, and the Hanged Man. I'd say that's That's it. That's a very good recap on our overlying energy. It's like whatever work you're working to bring out into this world, are you doing it to win at all costs? Or are you allowing your intuition to guide you and your new perspective? Are you listening to all the noise that's outside? Because all the noise is outside. All that is just trying to clean it up. Just trying to clean it up. It's no problem. And sometimes people learn lessons in very messy ways, and you can't just shut off the noise. Like sometimes stuff needs to be cleaned up, right? Sometimes it gets noisy while you're cleaning it. I'm thinking of like the most common thing of when somebody is upset, when they're crying and they're yelling, and you just got to get it all out there, you know. And I mean, I say this as a passionate person. Yeah. Okay. Like sometimes you just gotta. Okay. This eclipse energy is really intense. It's giving tower, burn it all down, but also let's introspect while we're doing it. And then we can see exactly who it is and what our impact is on this world and the people of who we interact with, whether that's at large or on a small scale and like your familial level, you know. Anyways, I'm having actually a bit of a morning, and I'm like, but not only am I having a bit of a morning, like I've been dealing with like some little frustrating stuff or whatever. Um, However, I'm very introspective about it, and I'm like, why? Why is it this way? Why can't it just be easier? And you know what they say? Awareness is the very first step in fixing anything. So, the hanged man energy. I have a new perspective. And instead of pointing fingers and being like, why is this person this way? Why are they being difficult? Why is the fucking sky blue? And why is the wind blowing? And why is the landscaper outside my window right now trying to blow the leaves when it's summertime and we don't have that many? And it's loud and I'm trying to record a reading, right? Can I be upset about that? Sure. Or I can realize that none of that matters. Literally. Anyways, this eclipse energy is intense. Um, but it has me, there's like some astrological something, you know, obviously the eclipse is going to be in Pisces and there's a lot of Neptunian energy. Um, but there's also Saturn's retrograde in Aries. There's something going on with Pluto, but nonetheless, it's almost kind of like an unveiling, right? And it has me all up in my head, like when I'm mad and I'm hooked, and I have been getting hooked, okay? The energy is energizing. And I'm like, what can I do better? What is my impact? What did I do that led to me seeing this in my reality? There's a very, very strong energy of putting on our big girl pants and owning up to our own shit. And it's like, okay, like maybe you could be having a frustrating morning. What could you have done to make it easier? Could you have prepped your shit the night before? Could you have taken a deep breath and realize you're going to get to where you need to go regardless of what time you actually need to get there? Like, and it's silent again, and I can hear like my healing frequencies going, and it's just bringing me back in through to, again, the original source Sophia code. Like it's just all is well. I'm so motherfuckers. All right, let's get a check in for today. What an interesting message. And I want to say that I don't even think it's that bad to like branch off and create your own whatever, your own world, your own reality, your own anything. However, yeah, Three of Swords. Don't Don't break other people's hearts up in the process, Um, be accountable and be observant and be aware and have awareness of your own actions, your own words. And maybe you don't have that in the moment and you have it afterwards. That's okay. Let the awareness come. Let yourself see, hey, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Hey, I'm still just learning. Okay. And be patient with those that are learning still too. Okay. Um, okay. What do we need to know? Let's get some advice for today. Ooh, we've got the Eight of Swords. So we're kind of like, we feel bound. We feel kind of like in our head, stuck. Um, I'm hearing you want to make changes, but there's so much that you feel like you need to change, so you don't know what to change. And that's what we're here to find out with. Okay. So we have Five of Wands. The change involves getting rid of some sort of conflict, some sort of struggle. The Six of Wands. Yeah. Okay. And this is the in between tarot. So it's important to know that, the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands is both on it. So on this one, she's losing, but he is actually being crowned victorious. And in the Six of Wands, six into the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands is usually seen as like public recognition, success, so on and so forth. But you notice the fellow from the Six of Wands and now her from the Seven of Wands, whoever lost the conflict here was able to hold their head high and circle back around and help defend the person of which they were in conflict with. Yeah, Nine of Swords in the reverse position and the Sun. Um, wow. Um, there's this message is very loving. I know it kind of seems like it's a little intense, but it's like, mm, it's like loving someone as you would your child because they're mean. They're mean little beans sometimes, and you try your best, even in conflict, you hold your head high. Okay. And you let them have their wins and that's all part of the process. And, but you also defend them fiercely. Like it doesn't matter. Okay. Right. And, the Nine of Swords is very seen as traditionally of like somebody sitting up in bed and they can't sleep. They can't, their mind is just ruminating and ruminating and ruminating and they're just stuck in like this mental prison. And the Sun, I'm getting deliverance from this. And I mean, it's really coming back full circle with the Sophia shit. I'm just like, I hate to get religious on you guys, but I'm telling you, it's like there's some really deep soul healing that's happening here. Ooh, right when it feels like something's about to die because my phone battery just went dink. So it's like, it's like you want to give up. I know you want to give up, but don't. Yeah, keep focusing on yourself. The Four of Wands, yourself and your home. That's a message. Oh, that's a message. Oh, I have the chills so bad. I want to close out with, oh, I have the chills so bad. Listen, this eclipse energy is really intense. Okay. Keep your head held high during any conflict. And know that like just focus on yourself, just focus on your home. And so long as you focus on those two things, that is your stable foundation. And so long as you have those things handled, those things in your foresight and your focus, and you're able to hold those in a state of love and protection. There's such like, I just, unless you have a spiritual sight, you probably can't see, but there's such just white light all just in it. It almost feels like the void. Um, which some people might see as completely black, some people might see as completely white. I think that there's different states of the void. You want my personal opinion. But where nothing exists, so does everything. And I just feel like so much love, but like source love. Um Original source love. And like, you have to understand, I tune into many different things. So if you're talking about like Father God, that's a very guiding, loving, if you're talking about like Mother Gaia or Earth, that's so nurturing. But this is very original, source point, like everything, but nothing at all. The original point of existence. And there's so much love here for everything and every existence of every single possibility. So long as you were focusing on your household and yourself, you're going to be just fine. There might be a lot of crumbling that's happening around you. Just let it happen, baby. All right, let's. Look, these look like the colors of him. Okay, so we have the heart chakra and the solar plexus. This energy is like, I feel like I needed to bask in it for a little bit too. I was having a morning. Okay. Our heart chakra. I love that I know my worth and I hold value to myself for everything that I am and have or will become. So reflection on where were you? Where are you now? Where are you going? And you know what? You are worthy at every single fucking stage of it. You are worthy at your source point, and you're going to be worthy at your end point and your every fucking point in between. And if anybody makes you doubt that, drop them like a sack of potatoes with the quickness, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I value myself and I know that I am worthy of reaching my full potential and living my most abundant life I can possibly have. Yeah. Ooh, there is something going on here. Yeah, and it's like I almost feel like, because there is some conflict stuff. And it's obviously, this is collective, only takes it resonates. It's going to be different for everybody. It could be romance, it could be business, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be community. But whatever it is, you know your heart, and you know that even in the face of like conflict and defeat, you still have people's backs because you do things from of a higher way. I wouldn't go as far as to say angelic, but you have some reasonable moral standing. But even more than that, but you know what you bring to the table. You are the table. What are you talking about? Like, you don't need anybody else to complete you. You know your value. Anybody else that comes around is going to see how bright your light is. So if you have people that are out there being harsh towards you, okay, strength in reverse, people who people who don't understand who you are or your power or anything, just let them. It's okay. It's okay. That's not your lesson to drill in. Your lesson is to focus on you and yours, because whatever it is, you're building value, and there's some shedding away, and there's some weaving that's being done here, and ultimately, yeah, look, another solar plexus one. I choose to ambitiously commit to taking affirmative action, and clarity comes to me when I take consistent actions towards reaching my achievements. Absolutely. Focus on you and yours, and you're going to reach everything you need. I love you guys. Bye.